hello. Hello, hello. What's going on? Thanks for tuning back in. It's great to see you. Hey there. Hey there. Are you ready? We're going to get on with him in about 2 minutes for the live interview. What's up? Hey, James. How are you? Let's go ahead and tweet him, actually, as I don't see him in my chat yet. So I'm going to reach out to him. Make sure he wakes up. Don't miss interview. So what's happening? I am interviewing youngz, who's up here on the page. You guys see him? This is one of his songs. This one's called Live Your Life. And let's see. This is inspired when he lived in Arizona. So I haven't met youngz actually before. He's new to AVA Live Radio. His name is Zach Moncrief. Let me see where he's calling in from. South Dakota. He's calling in from South Dakota. So what are you guys up to? How are you? Hey, hey. How are you guys? Are you enjoying the show? I hope so. Let me see. Ooh, we don't have a call-in number listed for him. Uh-oh. Well, if he doesn't call in soon, we're not going to get him in the broadcast. Sometimes this happens. Hey, Philipine, how are you? I'll have to do a little covering and tell you about what he's got going on so that he doesn't miss. Sometimes it happens. Occasionally they have trouble connecting. Here we go. That was youngz on Live Your Life from South Dakota, coming out on AVA Live Radio. It looks like we're having a little trouble connecting with him today, so I am going to let you know about what's going on with this Dark Falls artist. He's pretty cool, you know. I mean, he's got a lot of music out there on SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, all of the great social media pages. And I have a pre-interview that I did with him not too long ago, so I want to tell you guys a little bit about him so that you can get to know this really lively artist coming on to AVA's network. So his name is actually Zach Moncrief, and in 2009, he just basically picked up a mic and actually started making songs. He said Drake was one of his biggest influences. This song that you just heard, Live Your Life, is about doing what you love, living your life, because life's too short to actually miss out on it. And isn't that the truth? I mean, my gosh, that's a good, really, really good one to point out. He said that his debut album is Darkness Falls, is more than just an album. It's a story that tells about where he's from and what he has gone through in his life, along with professional production, artwork to catch the eye, 17 tracks that you can relate to. Now, 17 tracks on an album is actually a very, very large debut, but I think that he has an awful lot to offer coming out of the scene, just being fairly, fairly new to this music. He said, I feel pretty content about the music business. And here's what he said. I have a lot of knowledge on it, as I have studied and practiced it many times and have gone through it. The pros are, I have made money. The cons are, you've got to spend money to make it, but it's worth the investment. I am overwhelmed with the hurdles because I am focused on what I really, really want to do. If I fall or a studio part breaks or anything happens where I can't work, I always find a way and remain calm and professional. And this is something that I thought was really interesting, an interesting comment. He said, you got to spend money to make money. And this is so true for you guys that ask me, hey, I'm not making any money. Why is that? Because it's true, you have to not only build your team, but you have to invest in yourself. No matter what business you're in. Now you guys, especially you guys on Periscope, I know that you're very, very professional. You all have businesses. You're doing something online to either promote your music or maybe, build a business, a business for yourself. And you know that you can't get away with not investing in yourself. You have to not only invest in product, but you have to invest in advertising. You have to invest in knowledge. There's a lot of things that go along with starting up a company. And whether it's an indie music company or something else, it still is a company. It's still a business. So I love the fact that he pointed that out and included that in his interview. He said one thing he really likes about social media is it's powerful and easy to connect with the world. So true, I must say, because if you don't reach out, you're never going to build your brand. And that's where it's all out today. That's what we talk about here on the radio. We talk about using these pieces of media to build your entertainment brand. He says, a challenge I have overcome is going to jail for some things that I have done in my past. And during the process, he said that he had no idea what was going to happen to him, but social media was one of those things that allowed him to overcome and reach out and change his future. And I thought that that was a really, really good thing. Now, that's not the only artist that I've ever had say that. A lot of people have been brought out of a bad situation in their life, whether it be depression, jail, doing the wrong thing to make money, and they have invested the time and energy in re-educating themselves as a musician and getting into something that is much more productive with their time. And by giving up the bad things that have gotten them in trouble and pursuing the better things and different ways of doing things, they have managed to change their life. And I love that. I think that that's so important that we note. It's so important that we get in touch with, and it's important that you learn from something like that, because even if you walk down the wrong path in the beginning, there's nothing saying you can't make that change and make a difference in the world. And I believe that the indie music artists that are on our station are actually doing that and promoting that. And that's a wonderful thing. So very, very proud of you, youngz. It's good to have you here. Sorry we didn't get to connect on the radio this time, but hopefully next time we will. And until then, you guys go and join him on social media, also through avaliveradio.com for sure. Now, I have another artist coming up. Are you guys ready for the next one? This is George K. Johnson coming on the show. Excited to play his music. Here's his track called What's Ahead. I'll be right back. Hey guys, sorry we couldn't connect with him, but sometimes that does happen. They have trouble getting online. Maybe their technology didn't work that day or something got in the way. Hopefully nothing very, very important or life-threatening. Hate to see that. Well, I'll be right back. We're going to have another interview and I'm excited to talk to George. Are you guys ready? I'll tune in.